Why are some of the best artists, musicians, writers also introverted types of people? In this video, I'm gonna break down the two main reasons for this and how they both tie together to create the final form of the creative introvert, and also some challenges that we are probably going to face if we fall into this category of being an introverted creative person. But let's jump right in here and first look at this word, introvert. This is pretty much implying introspection, right? We still have that same prefix of intro, looking inward. And when we have this introspective, creative passion, we are kind of focusing inward on our artistic vision. We are focusing inward on our emotional state, whether it's coming from some experience or it's just coming from whatever, whatever thing we are experiencing in our inner world, we are looking creatively at how to express that with our artistic vision. This is the first reason why introverted people can be really good artists, because they are really hyper-focused on that vision. They also can be really patient with bringing that vision to life. I mean, we think about someone like Axl Rose. Took over 10 years to put out a record. He had to get it exactly right. And also even someone like Kurt Cobain, he really had a vision for each and every song. So this can bring its own set of challenges. They can mean that we are sometimes not the best collaborators. We're not really good at working with other people's artistic vision. That's something that we might need to work on and get better at as we move along our artistic journey. But in the short run, it makes us really good at knowing when things are right and when things are wrong. We can kind of feel it. When we add to our piece, we can tell whether or not it's moving in the right direction. Now, secondly, introverted people are very observant people. Instead of being a part of the outer world, we tend to distance ourselves from it and look from the outside in on what is going on around us. And when we connect that with our feeling, we can kind of feel intuitively into what's going on in the outer world. For example, we can look at a certain situation. I think there's some people that, I think Phil Collins, he wrote a song about watching a guy drown, right? Like this is kind of an extreme example, but there are also people that have written songs about witnessing car accidents. They've witnessed, all types of things going on, and their way to express what they've observed is through their creative outlet. If you're a writer, you can see something on the news and already you can turn it into a screenplay, or we can turn it into a short story or things like that. These are tools that introverted people have because they observe what's going on the outside and kind of internalize it in a way that can materialize into a piece of creativity. And now this is really the final form of being an artist and also being an introvert, is being able to really connect our observant outer world perspective with our inner world intuitive emotion. When we can bridge that gap, we can have an ever-flowing fountain of creative inspiration. Because not only are we tuning into what we feel in here, we're tuning into what we see out there. And that really is the wheel of creativity that we can, jump on and always have something to create from. And as a side note, this is why also a lot of artistic people tend to be activists, because we can look at what's going on in the world and really feel into what other people are going through, right? We can really feel into a lot of the injustice and a lot of the dysfunction that goes on in society. And this is why a lot of creative people are often speaking out and are often protesting, because they are able to put themselves in someone else's shoes. And a lot of times that's what they create from. It's not just being able to write from our own experience, it's also being able to create from putting ourselves in someone else's experience. We see that all the time with TV shows, with movies, with whatever. You know, it really is about connecting that outer world and that inner world. And now, while this sounds all good, there are actually some pretty serious challenges that we have to overcome as artistic, introverted people. And one of them is depression. A lot of famous artists, even the most successful, get hit with some pretty serious depressions. And in this video over here, I go over why that is and how we can be more aware so that we can kind of know what to do when these situations start coming up. Another serious challenge that we can face as introverts is feeling a lack of confidence in ourselves and also really getting anxious in social situations. And that's why I created these videos right here. This one up here is a simple hack that can get you feeling more confident in social situations. And down here, this is just a video about being more confident in yourself as an introvert. There's plenty to look at. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in those next videos. Stay creative.